Sarah has been a literacy leader for 3 of the 8 years she has been teaching 3rd grade in her elementary school. She feels writing in all subject areas is an absolute must. She said that leaving writing out of content area instruction does a great disservice to children as they grow up, both in school and their future careers. In order to encourage teachers to incorporate writing in their subjects, she selects and shares strategies that both make teaching content easier and are designed specifically for content areas. Based on Sarah's suggestions and our article's research findings, I designed this lesson that can apply to any science topic. I'll begin with the Kentucky Department of Education writing standards for literacy in history, social studies, science, and technical subjects 6 through 12. These strategies meet Research to Build and Present Knowledge standards number 7, number 8, and number 9 for grades 9 through 10. From these standards, I am taking the following. Conduct short research projects to answer a question, including a self-generated question. Narrow the inquiry. Synthesize multiple sources on the subject, demonstrating understanding of the subject under investigation. Avoiding plagiarism, and draw evidence from informational text to support research. This lesson will take place over multiple days and will take place after the students have completed their hands-on inquiry labs. They've collected data and discussed their observations. Now it's time for them to dig deeper and find out more about the topic they have been investigating. Day 1 lesson, I can statements. I can generate questions in order to conduct a short research project and narrow the inquiry to only 3 major questions. The materials needed are the QFT small group worksheet and instructions. I'll be going through the process very quickly, but you can download all these resources for free from the writequestion.org. In small groups, your students will focus on their hands-on inquiry and brainstorm a list of questions they still have on that topic. One record keeper lists all the questions. They cannot stop to discuss, judge, or answer the questions. The recorder must keep writing down every question exactly as stated, and any statements must be changed into questions. Once they've listed all their questions, they must select only 3 priority questions they feel will best narrow their inquiry, and they must explain why they selected these questions. I also have my students select 2 more, just in case they cannot find answers for the top 3. Day 2, I can statements. Synthesize multiple sources to answer my questions, demonstrate understanding of the subject under investigation, and avoid plagiarism. Materials. Copies of teacher-selected articles from Newsela with the same content at different reading levels. Highlight markers in 3 colors. Post-it notes the same color as the highlighters. The teacher selects the articles to direct the study. Although it is important students learn to research, content area teachers have limited time and lots to cover. Newsela enables teachers to select articles that meet their content area standards during student research. Students get back into the same group from the previous day. Students review their questions and then assign each question a different color of highlighter. For example, question number 1 may be yellow, number 2 pink, and number 3 blue. Each student is assigned text according to their Lexile level. When they find information that answers or is related to a question, they highlight that text in the corresponding color. Students review the highlights in their text. Now they must choose the information from the text to answer their questions. This step can be very difficult and where students plagiarize. To address this, students may only choose 10 words from the text to answer each question. For example, for their yellow question, they may only choose 10 words highlighted in yellow. They write only 1 word on each yellow post-it note. Then they do the same for their other 2 questions on the other 2 matching colors of the post-it notes. Day 3, I can statements. I can synthesize multiple sources on the subject, demonstrate understanding of the subject under investigation, and draw evidence from informational text to support research. Materials needed, copies of the highlighted articles from the previous day, the 30 post-it notes with the most important words that the students recorded, and chart paper and markers. Now students are going to write 3 paragraphs, 1 to answer each of their questions. Student groups review the first question. Next, they take those 10 post-it notes in the same color with the most important words that they wrote the previous day and place them in a logical order to answer that question. When they are finished, they turn the original question into a statement. This becomes the topic sentence for the paragraph. With the 10 post-it notes, they write 3 to 5 sentences to support their answer. If they need to look back at the article, only one person may be the passage peeker, meaning that person finds the word in the text and reads aloud to the other group members the passage where it appears. To avoid plagiarism, the entire group may not read or copy from the article. They repeat the process with the other 2 questions. Now they have 3 paragraphs to answer 3 questions. The science teacher may conclude this lesson with student groups sharing their findings, connecting their question and answers to the hands-on inquiring, and citing evidence from the text provided. They may also extend the lesson and have the students produce a writing piece, utilize technology to research more of the questions. Here's the rubric to score student groups.